Hi, where are you from?
We're sisters.
Okay, you look like sisters.
She's from San Diego. I'm from Columbus, Ohio.
Wow, you guys both came a really long way. That must have taken a lot of
did.
motivation. What motivated you to come this far?
We're worried. We're terrified that we're losing our government and it's being replaced by something we don't want.
Right, like something like socialism?
Yeah, it could be something like that.
Something to that effect.
Or worse.
You find it ironic that Barack Obama taught constitutional law, supposedly, and yet doesn't seem to understand the Constitution?
Yeah, I've noticed that.
I think he understands it. I just don't think he cares.
Oh, I see. That's even worse.
He wants his agenda through at any cost.
I see. So you think he wants to turn this country into a socialist,
exactly.
somewhat
And I think
sort of a
that's been
utopia?
his plan all along.
Uh-huh.
And he just thinks we're so dumb that we don't understand what
I'm not sure that it's just him, though. I think he's more of a talking head. There's a group of radicals behind him with a lot of money. And he's like a puppet. You know, dance both angles.
Did you hear a speech the other night before the joint session of Congress?
No.
Okay. That one.
The speech that we all waited for. I thought he might actually acknowledge us.
You mean his golden tongue didn't persuade you?
Didn't charm me.
I could only stomach a little bit of it.
So you're not easily fooled, huh?
No.
So do you feel he's being pretty confrontational with people who object to his government proposals?
Yes, and I think Joe Wilson had every right to say what he wanted to say. This is still America.
Right.
And he should not have to apologize.
Right.
Well, if they're so interested in protocol, I don't think they'd be doing what they're doing.
Right. Suddenly there's protocol, but when Bush was president, then I think Harry Reid called him a loser and a liar,
Exactly.
Senate Majority Leader, and almost every day I think Hillary Clinton called him Darth Vader. And no, that's on record. But somehow that was okay. But when one congressman, a Republican, makes a comment that he's a liar, which he is, then they want to crucify him.
The guy is the most arrogant, most egotistical. He's an elitist. He is, and he's got no reason to be.
Right. So do you feel that he's going to make any changes to his czars, to the czars that he appointed, appointed, since Van Jones was forced to resign?
We hear that they're scrubbing everything, every record of all the rest of the nut jobs that he's appointed.
No, one's already been approved.
Right, Sustain.
Yes.
The guy who thinks animals have a right to sue you?
Right, that's the guy.
Yeah,
My poodle's going to sue me for
I can't even say it with a straight face. It's just,
He's already told Hunter that it's illegal.
How would you feel if a squirrel sued you?
A little nuts.
A little nuts, right?
That was good.
That was excellent. Okay, so Barack Obama said during the campaign to judge him by the people he surrounds himself with. So should we judge him by somebody like Van Jones, who is a self-avowed communist?
We already have. He knew exactly who he was getting in there when he had him come in.
Right. He was just hoping people wouldn't notice, right?
No, they forgot to scrub his record online. That's what happened. And now they're going back online and scrubbing all the records.
You know, it's almost impossible to scrub that much when a guy makes that many comments over the years.
True.
You know, somebody's going to have a camera, somebody's going to have a video and record it.
That's right.
So
thank God for the internet.
that's what did Hillary in when she made those comments in Bosnia that she was being sniped at by enemy fire. They actually had a video proving it not true.
That's
So
right.
these politicians have to be careful. There's such a thing called a video camera like I have that can record their words.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
It's a good thing you're here today.
Yeah, I've been covering a lot of tea parties in New York. That's where I'm from. But now I wanted to get the opinion of people across the nation who made the effort to come here. It shows a lot of...
Email.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Well, thanks for your comments and your determination, your patriotism. We appreciate it.
Well, thank you for recording this event.
You're welcome. It's my pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, Madam, you have any other comments you want to make?
Yeah, Obama says, judge him by the people he surrounds himself with.
Right.
Well, so far we've seen them. They're all radicals and Marxists. But he also admires Chavez, Castro, and any other dictator.
And they admire him, too.
And he gets on his speech and he points his finger and he says, discussion time is over. And when he tells us to shut up and get out of his way so he can clean up our mess, it's not our mess, it's their mess.
Right.
And he isn't cleaning up anything. He's making a bigger mess.
Right. Have you ever heard such logic that the way to get out of a recession is to spend 3 times the amount of money that got you into the recession to begin with? I mean, he's supposed to be a smart, intelligent man, but somehow I can never figure out what he means by that.
Well, if you're printing a bunch of monopoly money, I guess you can do that.
Right, so even China's getting worried that they're lecturing the United States not to print more money. That's really something when a communist country has to lecture you how to run your economy. But they happen to be right about that one, because they bought so much of our debt, now they're worried about our ability to pay it back.
They should worry.
They should worry, right?
We don't have anything left. We're broke, and now he wants to put in this Obamacare.
Well, let's see. He's already mortgaged away our children's future. He's working on our grandchildren. I guess he's not going to be satisfied till the great-grandchildren get it, right?
Correct.
It's absolutely disgraceful.
And the media says that we're just complaining about the health care, and it's more than the health care.
Well, they're trying to make it a racial issue. Many times they'll even, have you heard that? A lot of these so-called talking heads, pundits, throw in the race issue that people just don't like the fact he's an African-American president.
I don't care if he's purple polka dots.
Don't you find that insulting?
Yes, I don't care what color he is. It's his thought, what it's in his head and what his plans are. And he plans to turn this country into a dictatorship, which he will be the dictator.
Right.
And you can see it in his eyes, you can see it in the way he acts and the things he's doing, and it has me mad as hell, and I'm not going to take it anymore.
Right, right. I've heard that one before. That's from a famous movie. I think it was Network, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he's absolutely right. So where are you from?
Georgia.
Wow, you really came far up here to be here at this event. You know, this is history in the making. There hasn't been a crowd this big since the Vietnam War to protest the government. That's a fact. So how does it feel to be part of history here?
It's overwhelming. It's outstanding. I was so overwhelmed when I saw the people. I started to cry.
Right.
Because then I knew I wasn't alone.
Right. Right. I think a lot of people echo your sentiments now. Thank you for coming. Thank you for having the courage and determination to stand up for America. We really appreciate it.
Thank you. We're all standing up for America.
Right.
All 1.5 million of us
right.
so far.
You represent everybody
here.
else. Yeah. What you're saying, all these people feel the same way.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay.
We came here to be sure that Congress heard our concerns as everyday practicing doctors. Congressman after Senator after A has said to us, the problem with you doctors is that you've been apolitical for too long.
Ma'am, you are the author of this wonderful sign.
Our doctors are speaking in
Something stinks in D.C. It's B.O. Gee, I wonder what you mean by that.
I think it speaks volumes.
Right.
Look around you.
Right. So when Barack Obama goes and gives an address before the joint members of Congress, and he spouts a lot of things that aren't true, how does that make you feel?
Makes you want to get on a bus.
It makes you feel it stinks, right?
Get on down to D.C. and, mingle with the crowd.
And where are you from?
Pittsburgh.
Okay, so you came quite a ways to be here then, huh?
Absolutely. That's my boss. He's from California.
Oh, you're from California? My goodness, you traveled 3,000 miles to come here?
Very important.
Wow, boy.
We have to defend our country from
So you must have a bone to pick with somebody with the initials B.O., huh?
I do. We feel it's necessary to, I can't believe we're at the point where we have to defend our country from our own government.
Right. Well, Thomas Jefferson did say when the people fear the government, it's tyranny. But when the government fear the people, it's liberty, it's freedom.
Absolutely.
So you're here to let Congress know that they need to be afraid of the people and the socialist agenda that they're trying to foist onto the American people. You guys aren't going to take it anymore.
Absolutely. All these people are.
All these people. And you know you guys are making history. This is the biggest crowd of protesters to rally in front of the Capitol since the Vietnam War. That's 40.
We're proud to be here.
Yeah, close to 40 years.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so thanks for coming. Everybody appreciates your determination and patriotism.
We're glad to be here.
Thank you so much. Appreciate
Thank
it.
you.